Okay, today we're going to go over place value with the 10th decimal. So I want you guys to answer these 3 questions on the board. What's a decimal? What is place value? And looking at the number below, 1.256, which number is in the ones place and which number is in the tens place? I will give you 35 seconds to answer the 2 questions. All right, so can anybody tell me what a decimal is?
The point.
It's the point. Yep. And what's it used for? What's the point used for?
I know what it is, but I can't explain.
Who can help her? She knows what it is, but she can explain it.
Like the equivalent of a fraction.
Okay, so in upper levels, yeah, you can use it as like fraction. So what's place value? Place, okay, hint. Place value is something that dictates the difference between $10 and $100. So what do you think place value is?
Hang on.
What is place value?
It's the numerical value that a digit has by virtue of its position in a number.
Right. So it's what makes the difference between $100 and $10, where those zeros lay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so looking at the number below, which number's in the ones place?
1.
1. Which number's in the tens place? 2. Okay? You guys are doing excellent.
Thank you.
Alright, so decimal is a unit used to separate whole numbers from the fractions of the numbers, just like Lauren said for us. So place value is the place the number falls and the value holds, just like Alicia said for us. Okay? So just like I said, 10 and 100, another example of that would be, there's a big difference in this number and this number. If this was money, what would this represent?
2 cents.
It would represent what?
2 cents.
2 cents. And what will this represent?
20.
Okay, so if I was to keep on with this, there's a big difference in this amount and this amount, right? Somebody owed you $200, you would not be very happy if they gave you
$2.
$2. Okay, so their place value is what dictates this. Okay, alrighty. So, you guys are going to watch a short video clip on your devices momentarily, and it's going to cover this, okay? It's going over Khan Academy, and it will cover this segment, okay? Okay, so we're going to do 5 examples together, and in each example, we're going to round each number to the nearest tenth, okay? So, why do you guys think this is important? Why do you think it's important to know how to round to the nearest tenth? When do you think you'll ever use this? What about when you go to buy a vehicle and it has an interest rate and figuring out your monthly payments, right? Make sure I write this number out. 2653. Okay, so if I said to you, round this number to the nearest tenth. What number are we rounding? Okay, so we're rounding to, this is the money maker. And how do we know if we're rounding it up or down?
Because no, it's not the 6.
Okay, 6. So what rules apply to this?
It's higher than 5.
So 5 is our 5. If it's lower than 5, we
Don't round
we
up.
wouldn't touch it, and if it's above 5, then we get to touch it. Okay, so I get to round this number to whatever I want to. I can round it to, 9 if I want to.
1 up.
1 up, thank you. So my new answer would be this. And if I told you that you had to explain to support this, would you be able to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just did it, right? You gotta be confident in yourselves. All right, here's a tricky one. Okay, so what number do I use? What number am I rounding?
8.
Which 8?
The one after the decimal.
The one after the decimal. Okay, and what number am I using?
2.
And it's going to tell me I get to do what with that 8?
No.
Nothing. It's going to stay the same. That's how much you make an hour. Are you excited about that? You want to make $89 an hour? 89.8. That's almost $90 an hour. Okay.
I'll take the job.
You'll take that job? What if it requires you to move to like Bora Bora?
I have no idea what that is, or what is it?
Bora Bora? It's an island in the tropics. Okay, sorry.
Doing the
what's it?
2
Okay, which 2?
after the decimal.
All right.
And then it's going to go up.
You got excited about that. I like that.
I was confident.
You're confident. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so read this number for me.
1002.3.
So it'd be 1002, 1002 and 3/10.
Oh, what?
So this, when you're reading it, no, that's a great learning point. When you're reading it, that decimal is an and. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
8.556. Okay. So this one. Huh?
Is it going to go up?
Is it gonna go up?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
Because it's 5, right?
That's right.
So 8.6. $25.751. Forgot the box was there. All right, this one's
The 7's going to go up.
now. Why are you confident on this one, but you aren't confident on this one?
Well, because I already know now, because that one went up. So.
Okay. So if I made
I
you
knew
explain
on the
it,
other
so
one
why
too.
is this one going up?
Because it's 5.
Because what's a 5? There's 2 5s
Because there's a 5 after the 7.
in the hundredths place.
And yes.
So it will be what? What will be my number?
25.8.
Good job. Okay. That makes my heart happy. So now I want you guys to write down 5 of your own, okay? And you can do any numbers that you want. You just need to make sure that there's a decimal and there's numbers before it and numbers after it so that you can round to the 10th. And once you all get 5 numbers down, then we're going to do a little activity. So write down 5 numbers. This is a great refresher for some of you guys who are struggling on your fractions. Let be funny if you had to like pay your rent. Your rent is $576.34.
My thought of that's like 12.
Okay. So, to get the creative juices flowing, so to speak, we are going to swap papers, and each person is going to do the person next to theirs, okay? I'm going to give you a few minutes to go over that. I'm going to walk around the room and make sure that everybody is doing what they're supposed to be doing. If you need help, just call me over and I'll be more than happy to assist you.
Not one. Supposed to see would be who?
Is he not cooperating?
I know, I'm writing.
Use nice words. Nice words, nice words. You said that right? Mm-hmm. So let's make it 31.8. You like the number 8? 88.4. She likes the number 8. Alright, it looks like about everybody has done that. You guys did fabulous. We're now going to split up into 4 stations. Over in the back, I'm going to have a Khan Academy station, so you guys can go get busy on that. Over here, we're going to have my small group table, and you guys are going to be working with me on rounding whole numbers. Math talk group, please remember that you're using your positive student talk when you are talking, and you guys are going to be on the table over there. And there's also a segment of the video that I need you to watch. And model groups, you guys have your models that you'll be using to create the numbers that are there. If you have any questions, please make sure that you follow protocol. Okay? All right, let's get busy.